It is time for football. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Tall Paul Johnson Field here in Centerville, Iowa, as we get set for junior high football. 8th graders followed by the 7th graders. I'm Russ Oker. Along with me tonight is Josh Bryce on a special edition of The Pitch, Gamecast edition, available only on thepitchsportshow.com. It's junior high football. It's Albia, it's Centerville, and Josh, that means it's a rivalry game.
Absolutely. You know, these junior high guys going to get after a little bit. We're starting off with the 8th grade game, I believe. So this is their second year in the rivalry. So let's see what these two guys got.
Well, last year it was a good game. The Centerville squad ended up winning that thing, but it was a very close game. Albia has a tremendous group of 8th graders that was bolstered this year by a move-in. Blake Stewart moves into the area as well, a young man who many say might be the best athlete in the class, and there's some good ones in there. Blake Chance, young Albia, is loaded in the Big Reds. Both of these teams, Josh, have played Little League Baseball at the state level. It's top to bottom. Both classes are very strong.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to hear a lot of names tonight that we've been very familiar with on the pitch, is doing a lot of Little League games the last few years. And, yeah, like you said, the Centerville kids, there's a great class going on here, and we know that we –
with a 5-0 record. This is their final game of the season, and they haven't given up a whole lot of points. Only Davis County and Oskaloosa have even scored on this group of kids. Centerville comes in at 4-0. We've got a tussle with Clark left on the schedule next Monday night, but ultimately, this is the game that everybody had circled from day one on the junior high football season. The Big Reds and Albia, two teams that tussled in a close one last year, two teams that are hoping for an undefeated season, and two teams that know their biggest threat to that is each other. Centerville got the varsity game last Friday night, 35-14, and the Big Reds kind of put it on them. It was all Centerville, a couple of I guess, uneventful touchdowns really for Albia, but we were up 21-0 at half. Albia never really made a game of it. They got a touchdown to start the second half, but it was really all Centerville last Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely, and I thought our guys did a great job, both offensively and then the defense side of the ball. Again, just fantastic on Coach Kovac's side of the ball.
And then last night, Albia got a little redemption, winning the JV football game 14-0. So we'd like to get that back in our favor here tonight, but it's always a good one when Centerville takes on the Albia Blue Demons. For the 8th graders, Jason Reed and Steve Clark will call the shots. For Albia, it's Jason Summers, assisted by Mike Haluska. He also, I see over there that he's got Dustin Kirkland helping out and a couple other guys. So they've got a nice staff there. The horn is sounded. We're just about ready for football. We want to thank our sponsors who make this possible. And remember, if you are tuned in, spread the word to everybody you know that the game is being broadcast on thepitchsportshow.com for anybody that can't make it to the game, or you can also go back and listen to it in the archives. Thepitchsportshow.com, all spelled out. Thank our fine sponsors, Northside Insurance in Centerville, RK Auto Body. Edward Jones, CJ Hash there. The La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant, what a great place. Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop. TD&T Financial. And Jen's Trends joining us on the broadcast as well. And, of course, our presenting sponsor for all things The Pitch is Hy-Vee, and it won't be long, and somebody's going to be winning them a pickup truck, Josh.
Absolutely. Just about 5 more weeks to go until we give that brand new Ford F-150 away.
Well, the Blue Demons will kick it off, and Centerville is set to receive. It's a little bit hard to see some of the numbers, so we're going to do our best to let you know who's out there. It looks like Brady Kozlerich is back deep.
10-2 looks like we got back deep.
And Mason Ballman back there deep as well. The toe is to the ball, and here we go. Kozlerich at the 40, cuts it up to the 45, breaks outside. He's got some room. The 50, across midfield, still going to the Albia 40, and knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. A good return for Kozlerich, and he was knocked out of bounds by number 25, Austin Stanley, and number 68, Colton Gillespie. Well, that's a great start for the Big Reds.
That's a huge return right there for the Big Reds. Gets them on the Albia side of the football field with short field work on their first possession.
Trayton Smith brings the play in for Centerville. They'll have the ball on the 33-yard line of the Blue Demons. We're just underway as Kozlerich returns the opening kick into Albia territory. Kozlerich in the shotgun position. The snap, and he's going to run it off the right side. He's got a couple, maybe 3 yards, brought down at about the 30-yard line. Well, I'm guessing, Josh, we're going to see a whole lot of Brett Kozlerich carrying the ball tonight.
Absolutely. You know, with his speed and his athleticism, I don't know why you wouldn't let him run the ball quite a bit tonight.
Looks like he got just a couple there, and the ball sets on the 31-yard line. On a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, 2 undefeated junior high teams, which means this group of kids, they're going to be battling for a number of years. They've already been battling at the lower levels, and it won't be long we're going to be seeing them battle at the high school level. Kozlerich in the shotgun formation. He hands it off, and he got a couple of yards there. And it's the carry was number 22, I believe. No, that wasn't Merrick. Again, we apologize. It's very difficult to see some of the numbers. 32, Nathaniel Giovanna was on that carry. Now Merrick Matthews comes in. 3rd and long for Centerville after a big return by Kozlerich. We've got about 3rd down and 6 to go here. Merrick Matthews is into the ball game, and he'll go under center. We'll try to clue you in on who the big boys are up front for Centerville. Merrick's going to hand it off to Kozlerich, and he lost his footing. Doggone it, he had a hole, and he just couldn't quite get it done. He got maybe a yard, and so you would assume that Centerville will go for it here on 4th down. A big opening series. If Albia can hold here, that would be huge. I see number 35 for Albia, Nick Heffron's in the ball game. Number 40, Blake Stewart. Number 44, Nathaniel Wynn over there. Matthews stays in. He's under center. It's high formation. There's the snap, the handoff, and Kozlerich is met at the line, and he's not going to make it. Albia stops him. Number 28's in on that, along with number 41, who we do not have on the Albia roster, but number 28 is Montez Ellis. And the Big Reds come away empty-handed after the big return by Kozlerich, and now we'll see what the defense can do. Size-wise, Josh, Albia looks bigger than we do.
Albia looks pretty hefty over there compared to the Big Reds. They're a bunch of big boys over on that side of the ball.
Well, defensively across the front, I see number 72, Brady Clark. He's a big boy. I see number 60. That is Nick Jewett. Timeout called by Centerville. We had a little confusion there. So we'll grab a break. Hear from one of our fine sponsors. You're listening to the Pitch Sports Show. Gamecast edition on thepitchsportshow.com. They don't build cars like they used to. They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville. or call them at 641-856-2500. Well, back to the action. The Blue Demons give it to Stewart, who goes around the far end for about 13 yards, a first down. Josh, I think we're going to get a whole lot of this kid. He moved in from the Des Moines area. His dad's big, I think, works at Indian Hills over in Ottumwa. And, boy, I tell you what, it's a nice addition for Albia when you can get somebody like that to move in, a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, that is a big back right there. Stretched the play out well, and he's got some pretty good speed out there on the edge.
Blake Chance takes it in the shotgun formation, throws it back, and now to number 44, and he is met for, looks like, no gain there by Kozarich. And that was Nathaniel Wynn, and credit Kellen Johnson as well for slowing him up. He didn't get the tackle, Josh, but you got to give him an assist there.
Absolutely. Yeah, he did a good job of holding him down a little bit and trying to get some help to come over and make that tackle.
So it'll be second down, 10 to go on about the 44-yard line of their own territory. The Blue Demons with Blake Chance in the shotgun formation. He looks like he's going to throw. The rush is on. He's on the move. Can they get him? They do. A sack and a big one by the Big Reds. That is number 2, Mason Ballman, dragging him down as Ballman would not be denied, and that is a huge loss. That'll take it all the way back to the 32-yard line. A big play by the speedy Mason Ballman. It looked like he was going to get away, but he was not going to be denied. And that was either, well, that might have been Caden Sales, actually. Is that number 3 that got him, Josh? I think it was.
I believe it was, yep.
Big play by Caden Sales not to be denied. Now they're going to have to throw again, and the heat is on. Brady Clark, the pass is up. It's deep, and he overthrew him. Stewart was behind the defense, got a shot at the touchdown, but the pass was a little bit long, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, the Big Reds got lucky there. The coverage was beat there, and luckily Albia just overthrew just a little bit, so it goes down as an incomplete pass and brings up a 4th and very long.
I think you can credit Brady Clark there because he had the heat on Blake Chance, who had to just throw it up. He really couldn't set and try to match it. And so Brady Clark gets a lot of credit there for keeping that play from happening. Well, we'll see what the Blue Demons do. They look to be in punt formation. 4th down, 21 to go. Brady Kozarich drops back. There's a snap, and they are going to kick it, and it's blocked. And it's down right there. It'll be Big Red ball on the 24-yard line. Brady Clark's on it. He's having a hand.
Yeah, that was great. The defense line got a great push on that, and on that punt.
So the Big Reds take over with the ball on the Albia 24-yard line. Last time we couldn't get much going on the offensive side. Merrick Matthews staying on. He'll be under center. That's number 15, Miles out there on the line. I believe that is number 60, Nick Jewett out there on the line. The boys up front going to try to make it happen here. Merrick looks to throw. Now he's on the move, throws it short, and they're dropped for a loss. Sniffed out by number 30. Maker, who sniffed it out. The pass went to Kozarich, but it goes for a loss, and it'll be second down 15. Well, both of these teams so far this season have pretty much had their way with their opponents. Josh, it does not look like it's going to be the case tonight.
No, I think this is going to be a dogfight for sure all the way. That was a good play by Merrick, though. Under pressure, kind of dump the ball off and make sure that wasn't a bigger loss there.
American shotgun, empty backfield. Now comes in motion. They hand it to him around in. He's got a little bit of room to run. He get it back down to about the 25, but Albia is certainly getting good penetration. 68 was in on that tackle. That is Colton Gillespie. Nathaniel Ginobanya running the play in for the Big Reds, number 32. It'll be third down, 11 yards to go. Now number 5, Trayton Smith comes in. And he tells Brady what we want to do. Albia seems well prepared to try to stop Brady Kozarich. They knew they were going to see a heavy dose of him, but he hasn't been able to bust one yet. Now he fakes the handoff, and he's going to throw deep. Number 5 is down there. He's got it. Number 15, Miles Clausen has got it, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Just past the outstretched hand of the defense. That was, I believe, maybe Montel Ellis. That's number 23, who we don't have on the roster. But anyway, good pass by Brady. It looked like it was going to be back down, but he got just enough there. Get it to Miles Clausen, who makes a nice catch, takes it into the end zone for the touchdown for Centerville.
It's a great throw by Kosrich there to make sure he got it over the traffic, and then a great concentration there by the receipt by Clausen, to make sure he handled that one in and then ran after he caught it. And the 2-point conversion's good.
The 2-point conversion is good. Kosrich throws in for that to wide open Centerville Big Red. Number 33, Otis Williams. Big Otis got the extra point there. He was wide open. And the Big Reds take an 8-0 lead. And, Josh, in a game like this, those conversions could be very huge.
Absolutely. Especially in the junior high game, you don't necessarily have a consistent field goal kicker, but, the 2-point conversion make or break, that could come down and play a very big role at the end of this game.
We want to thank the folks at Edward Jones, C.J. Hash, and staff there at 410 North 18th. Call 437-4250. Edward Jones can help you with all of your financial needs. Edward Jones in Centerville. And the La Fiesta Mexican restaurant. I don't know about you, Josh, but that's one of my favorite places.
Absolutely. It's a great atmosphere and fantastic food out there.
And a tremendous family. Alex
Alvarado
and his family. Of course, we're going to see his son, Alejandro Alvarado, in that second game. But you just, what a tremendous asset to the community. Their daughter was the page at Pancake Day, just as cute as you're ever going to see. But what a great asset to the community. I love that La Fiesta out there in the Lake Center Mall. Well, the kickoff, and now they hand off to Stewart, who has got a big hole, and he is running through it into Big Red territory. It could be trouble. We're chasing him, but I don't know if we're going to get there. Brady dives and got him down at about the 2-yard line. So a reverse on the return, and Blake Stewart, who we knew was going to be tough to stop, and they do the reverse to him, and he takes it in. And note to our squad, probably going to want to try to maybe go short on the kickoffs from here on out.
Absolutely. That's definitely an Albia trademark right there, that little reverse handoff on the kickoff return. And that time it worked out huge in their favor. Big Reds are going to have a big defensive stand right now, 1st and goal to go.
Well, Albia takes the ball all the way down to about the 2-yard line of Centerville. It was Brady Kosrich that finally caught Blake Stewart from behind and tripped him up. But now the defense is really going to have to rise to the occasion. Blake Chance goes under center. And he hands it off inside trap, and I think we got him short of the goal line.
Just short.
That's number 28, Montez Ellis on the carry, and he got about a yard. They might have been on about the 3-yard line because it looked like he got a yard or two, but he was unable to get into the end zone. Down here, you always maybe hope for a fumble or something.
Yeah, say definitely the defense needs to bow their necks a little bit and maybe swipe the ball, or maybe if Albia takes a chance, they've been throwing the ball a little bit here in that first series. Maybe we can get them to get a blooper in the end zone here.
Blake Chance under center, takes the snap, off, and he got in. Play by the Reds, but he got in there. Number 40, Blake Stewart gets the touchdown. And it's 8-6 now in favor of Centerville. In our last series, Blake Stewart lost a shoe on the play. Happens here with Albia if they'll be able to get him back on the field in time. I don't know. Did we do it for him? Is that how it works?
Yeah, there was an official timeout there to let him get his shoe back on. I guess that goes under the equipment timeout.
Well, and we want to go ahead and thank another one of our fine sponsors, Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop. Call Henry at 437-SAVE. That's 437-SAVE. And TD&T Financial will be tax season before you know it, but for all of your accounting, TD&T Financial can help. The 6th, they're on the square at 101 West Van Buren. And Jimmy Gonerman and the crew always happy to be part of whatever we're doing on the Pitch Sport Show. We appreciate your support. Well, they're going to go for 2. They're in the power hour mission. Blake Chance under center. He takes the snap, and he gives it, drops it, ball on the ground, and that's a failed conversion. And we talked about it, Josh. Those conversions are going to be probably very big because this is going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, that kind of swings the momentum back to Centerville a little bit and making sure, they had a short field and they played good defense, but now they stop that conversion and they come away with a lead still.
Randy Rupolo and the crew at RK Auto Body also joining us on this broadcast. And, of course, your presenting sponsor of all things the pitch is Hy-Vee. 8-6, the Big Reds lead it here at Paul Johnson Field, the first of 2 games here at the junior high level. Big Reds and Albia. And I'm not sure what they do as far as any B game with this group of kids. I don't know.
Rich Parker, the AD, kind of told me about that a little bit. Apparently, they kind of do. It's almost like an overtime situation. They just each have some possessions. There's no clock, and then go on about their business.
All right, Rich back deep. Now, he had a big return when kicked off for. See what the Blue Demons do if they squib it or put it in the hands of Bree once again. He's joined back there, I believe, by Mason Ballman. Yeah, that is number 2. He's a split as well. So we get it looks like it's number 44. And Keller that'll do the kicking for the Blue Demons. And the kick is away, and it's a good one, and the Big Reds will just have to fall on it at the 35. That's a tremendous kick, and it was very clear, Josh, they were not going to kick it deep to cause Richard Ballman.
Yeah, I think they were told, you get that thing to the sidelines if it goes out of bounds, and so be it, but we don't want it in the hands of the man for Centerville.
So ball on 35. And for the Big Reds, I see number 53, Britton Cox, is out there, another one of our big guys up front. Trying to get a gauge on the number of our center. He's the guy that makes it happen. Big Reds in the shotgun formation. There's the snap. He's on the roll. He throws it up, incomplete. Oh, my. I think we got pretty lucky there. That thing could have been intercepted.
Yeah, Merrick under pressure and just kind of threw it up and hope for the best right there, and that's a dangerous throw.
56, Brody Kroger's out there on that offensive line, too. And this is a great group. But right now, they're going to have to buck it up a little bit because the Blue Demons are getting good penetration. I'm guessing this is by far the best defensive line they've went up against all year. And, Josh, I think sometimes you just got to get your brains about it and realize we better dig in and get to work.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a couple of series to figure out what the guy across from you is going to do. And when you're used to kind of handling everybody, it makes it a little bit harder to dig in.
Nowhere for Brady to go there. He's the line of scrimmage by a host of Blue Demons. It'll be a thing I think we could do. We can get our line to stay put. Is I think you could draw them off sides with a hard count. They're very aggressive, but a lot of times at high level when you try to do that, you end up jumping yourself.
Yeah.
Trey Smith bringing in the play. 3rd down, 10 to go for the Big Reds. We really have had a hard time moving the football. Our only success was one long touchdown pass to Miles Clausen. And there's the snap directly to Brady. He runs off the right side, and there's just not much there. He gets a yard, maybe 2. So the Big Reds will have here, and that becomes dangerous because you assume they're going to drop back this Blake Stewart. Comes on field, as does the Tenders for the punt. And timeout is called by Coach Jason Reed. As
Coach Pierre timeout.
He couldn't get the personnel on the field. We'll step away and come back.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're a hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call 856-3333.
We take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Well, punt by Cosridge. We get back to the action. It's 8-6. The Big Reds lead it. The punt by Cosridge went over Blake Chance. The deep return, but there was a block in the back, and so it backs Albia up to about their 17-yard line. So a break for the Big Reds. A new quarterback in, and he looks like he wants to throw, but he's not going to get the chance as he's wrapped up there by Brett Clark. A little sack by, I believe, number 32. Nathaniel Giovanni was in on it. Yeah, that was, we talked about it there a little bit out here. That block in the back, we could have seen that from the square. I mean, right in front of the one-on-one situation, he just flat showed.
Yeah, I think that was just a little more of an adrenaline kind of thing. He was just going to hit somebody.
So after that loss, Albia is going to have a 7 and going to bring the first quarter to close. It's 6 in favor of the Big Reds. We've got ourselves a real tussle here in this clash of unbeatens. The Big Reds 0, Albia 5-0. We've got a game tonight. We'll come back to Tall Paul Johnson Field after this.
They don't cars like to use it, and they don't repair them to lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbag that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Our body has. We're on jobs to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained auto body.
RK is located at 2117 Highway 464-9500. Centerville and Albia scoring off here tonight at Paul Johnson Field. In the 8th grade game, it's 8-6 in favor of Centerville. We scored about a 30-yard touchdown from the left arm of Nazareth. And then out a short run to Blake Stewart and returned the kickoff almost all the way back to the touchdown. We got him up about the 3 and 2 plays later. As we start the second quarter of play, it is 2nd and 12 Albia with the ball on about their 15-yard line. 8-minute quarters at the junior high level. Russ Oker and Josh Bryce on the call here from Tall Paul Johnson Field on a beautiful fall afternoon. You couldn't ask for much better weather than what we're enjoying here tonight. Here we go under center. The quarterback, number 12, pitches off, and it looks like Stewart's got nothing going. He is met by a host of Big Reds, including Kozarich, and boy, they get up and they get out of there before a guy can get their number. It looks like number 56, Brody Kroger, on the tackle. So it'll now be about 2nd down and maybe 15 to go, or 3rd down, and about 15 to go. Albia ran in Blake Chance, I guess, as he's number 12. I was thinking he's number 22, but he is number 12. So he's still in there as their quarterback. They did not change up like I had thought. And now there's a flag down. Jay Sill has dropped his yellow hanky, and we'll see what the call is. He's talking to the white hat Eccles, who will give the call to us. And it is a false start on Albia. That'll back him up another 5 yards. And boy, Josh, if you're the Blue Demons, this is dangerous because punting at the junior high level can always be an adventure. And they're back now on about their 6-yard line or so. 3rd down and a long way to go for Albia.
Yeah, that makes it really tough, especially since they've already had one punt blocked. This could favor very well for the Big Reds.
They hand it off to Stewart. He comes around the left end. He's got a little room. He got outside, and there he goes. He could be gone, and I think he may be. He's being chased down by Kozarich, who might get him. Kozarich tries to bat the ball out, but what a run. Oh, my goodness, they let him get around in, and that is a huge turn of events here in this football game as the Big Reds have the Blue Demons backed up, and he goes for about an 80 to 85-yard run all the way down to the 15-yard line, maybe the 16, before Kozarich tracked him down. Well, it's very clear that Brady is faster than Blake Stewart, but Stewart is having a whale of a ball game.
Absolutely. He caught that edge, got up and down signs. I think he was looking behind him a little bit. I think he heard the footsteps, and luckily Kozarich got a lot of speed, came up behind him and drove him out of bounds.
As they were in danger having to punt from their end zone, and now they've got it all the way down to about the Big Red 15. Centerville leads at 8-6. Chances in the shotgun formation. He drops back. He's going to throw. He's got a wide open man over the middle, but he missed him. Almost intercepted, as it turns out. Bauman was in the safety position. The pass was intended for number 16, Trey Griffin. That's a dangerous play call, I think, down there after that big run, because at this level, quarterbacks are a little shaky. He kind of just, that pass was way off the mark.
Yeah, you see that a lot at this level. Just they get under pressure, they just go to a spot and too low, and it was unable to be intercepted in our back defensive side.
Now Blake Chance under center with Stewart behind him in the backfield. And they are going to pitch it out to the right side to Stewart, trying to get around in, and we wrap him up. He doesn't. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I believe that's Brady Clark around there on that side. I'll tell you what, if you're Coach Chuck Evans and Matt Cavan, the Big Reds, you got to be licking your chops at this Clark come away. Kid. So, what his number?
Yeah, it was a good job of Leafs there to kind of that play out, not get the edge of time or make the tackle.
For less time and try to run away from us, from Clark. And he's on sack long here for the Blue Demons. They're all the way back now to about the 25-yard line. So they've lost, or back to 20-yard line. So they lost 5 yards. Now it's a time by the Blue Demons. Can the Red defense step up here after that? Probably 80-yard run, I would say, by Blake Stewart. 5 yards in 3 plays, and now it's 4th and about 15. We want to thank TD&T Financial at 101 Van Buren. Them 614-342-96. Nobody likes to do taxes. TD&T Financial can make it much easier for you. 437-4296. How about the Edward Jones office? Jay Hash, it's a lot easier to pay your taxes when you got less money. CJ can carry money for you at Edward Jones 3740. In the La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant, Josh, you might end out there tonight.
Not tonight. Well, I think there was a message.
Okay.
If I haven't told you that yet, our meeting is loose tonight because the restaurant's going to close.
Well, I guess we won't be out there tonight. Had my heart on their fine 8-6 your score. Centerville in the lead. The Blue Demons have it 4th and about 15 from the Big Red 20. After the timeout, Blake Chance is under center. He takes the snap. He's going to do it in, and it's 16. Trey Griffith seems to have us confused a little. Kosrich brings him down at about the 8. I don't think he's going to get there. Did he get it? It's going to be close.
We got a Blue Demon down over here, too.
There's a Blue Demon down, and it looks like it's going to be Big Red football. What a play by Brady Kosrich as they had us fooled. Number 28 down for Albia. He's up now. Montez Ellis being a little bit. We'll wish him all the best, of course. Well, that was a huge defensive stop, Josh, after the big run tour.
Yeah, so first had the defense full time. Everybody was going to the far field, and that was a good job of the Big Reds reacting, keep them out of the end zone and short the first down and get the ball back.
As we take over, inside our own 8, Mary Matthews, center, inside, and see who that maybe. Never could really see we gave that ball or Nathaniel, yeah. He ran it in and got out across the 10 about 13 yards, 12 to go, second quarter. Big Reds in the lead here at Paul Johnson Field, 8-6. 2 very good programs right here. 2 group of kids that are going to be doing a lot of battling for the next several years. Nick Matthews is under center in the backfield. And he hands it off to Kosrich, who's in the middle. And he got a little bit there. He's going to be near a Big Red first down. Out to about the 20, and it is a Big Red first down. Rick Eccles is your white hat tonight. CHS grad. Jay Rudisil, Brad Spurgeon, and Jeff Moore, the other officials for tonight. It's a good crew for this junior high football game. Rick is a chiropractor here in town out at the Alpine Plaza. I've heard good things about Rick. Of course, he was in school back when I was in school, so that means he's not young. There's a handoff to Cosrich. He scores free. He get around it. He does break loose, and now he's got a little room around. He gets it out across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. And Brett broke a few tackles, Josh. He seems to be really amping up his game.
Yeah, he had that stiff arm going right there, too, and kind of got a couple guys down and got around the edge and ended up getting the first down there.
It is another first down for the Big Reds. Number 22, Merrick Matthews coming in. And number 2, Mason Ballman. Ballman goes out wide. Down here close to us is Kellen Johnson. Matthews under center. And he hands it off, and this time they're not going to let Brady get free. He's fighting, though. He fought for 2 or 3. Another great job by Brady Kosrich to pick up a couple of yards. Almost 4 yards there, Josh, on that run. And they had him stopped for nothing.
So he just kept them legs driving and ended up getting a few extra yards there.
So ball on the 38-yard line of Centerville, 8-6. With 3:55 to go in the opening quarter of football. Trayton is in. He is out wide. Merrick is going to throw over the middle, and it's intercepted by Chance, and he got some room to run. And we're going to knock him down at about the 16-yard line. It looked like a tight end, a quick hit over the middle, but there was nobody there. And Chance gets the interception and takes it down to about the Big Red 17-yard line. Doggone it. Not sure who that was going to. I don't know if there was somewhere a little miscommunication because there was not a Big Red receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that was designed to be a little pop pass over the middle, and he was under pressure and threw it to a spot rather than to a person and got ourselves in a little bit of trouble right there.
Well, we'll see if the defense can step up after the interception by Blake Chance. Stewart appears to be going to line up in the eye. Chance under center. They've got number 40. Blake Stewart back there. And the handoff goes inside. The ball's out, but the Blue Demons got on it. They got a break. That ball was loose. But they covered it up. I think that was number 38, Liam Winfield, who saved the day there after number 44, Randy Keller, coughed it up. I think there's 41 out there, too, that I don't have on the roster. I apologize for that. Can't do much if the roster is incorrect. Yeah, that's number 41, and they don't put their names on the back there either. So I don't have any idea what number 41 is, but he's the guy who comped it up last time. So we got to say we're sorry to number 44 because he was not the one who coughed it up. Well, that's going to be a 5-yard start by the Blue Demons, and that'll back them up. Then they'll have about a 6 and probably 12, maybe 13 to go here. Scoreboard's coming at 14. But Bryce is running the scoreboard.
The official word, so
we don't know.
What we're going to go with.
We don't know if you know what you're talking about or not. Little chance under center, and he fakes the pitch, and he's going to keep it himself. And he's wrapped up and brought down there on a good play by the Big Reds, number 54 on the tackle there for Centerville, and that's Lucas Henderson. Good job, Lucas. He wasn't fooled, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And long to go. 8-6 Centerville, 2:09 to go in the first half of football. Both these teams unbeaten on the year. It is a real Donnybroker here tonight. The snap was a little high. Chance throws it out, and it was caught. And it's number 44, Keller, and he goes down for a short gain. That was almost a pick 6 for the Big Reds. And we've seen it on both ends, Josh. These guys at this level, they're just going to throw it.
Yeah, they're just going to throw the ball. They're not going to get too worried about what's going on around them. They're just going to throw the ball.
Oh, man, I couldn't see who the Big Red was. But had he picked that off, it was going to be a foot race to the end zone. Sideline to get the play. Another 4th down and long for Albia. This is where they usually get a little bit sneaky, a little misdirection. Stewart, you got to watch him. He's over out wide. And there's the snap, and it goes over the head of Chance. He picks it up, and now he fumbles it, and it's jumped on by the Big Reds. It'll be Big Red football on the 34-yard line. That-a-way, Mason. Boy, for a minute there, looked Chance was going to get picked up, and you always worry. Blake Chance is such a tremendous athlete. He can make something out of nothing. It almost looked like maybe he was going to try to kick it, which would have been a very alert play. But at the end of the day, he couldn't get the handle on it, and the Big Reds are on, and it is first down for Centerville on the 34-yard line with 1:12 to go and an 8-6 lead. I think you got to be fairly conservative here. A lot of Brady in this drive. Joe Bunyan is in there as well. And the pitch goes to Ostrich, who goes off the left side with very little there. He'll get across the 35, about the 36-yard line. And for the Big Reds, that was actually my man Otis Williams in the backfield on the last play. Now Geno Banya comes in. It'd be very interesting to try to throw the ball here if you're Centerville. Going to half. We either need to pop a big run or just take the lead into the locker room. We get inside to Geno Banya, and he's going to fight up near the 40-yard line. Now what Reed and Clark do? Will they just let the clock run out? Or will they potentially try to razzle-dazzle? This will be the last play of the half. You got a pass or something like that.
You run the go and give her to see what happens.
8 seconds to go. It's 8-6 Big Reds. He's going to cut this, and that's the end of the half. And he's still on his feet, but now going to wrestle him down at about the 48-yard line, and we'll take her to the locker room. With the Big Reds leading at 8-6 after the first half of football, two very good junior high football teams. We want to thank the folks at Shop, Henry Ortman and the crew there. We appreciate Henry very much for joining us. 437-7283. TD&T Financial, 437-4296. So the La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant, Edward Jones, RK Auto Body, Northside Insurance in Centerville, and Jen's Trends. And, of course, our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee. Josh, what tells us what's going on?
Well, of course, we're giving away the truck at Front Fuel Saver Plus Perk. You're entered for a chance to win that. We're giving that away November 15th. Also, this week, every time you swipe your purse card, entered into our Brands for Grands contest, where we might just show up at your house and we might go rummage around through your cupboards in your kitchen, and we'll give you $100 up to $2,500 for every Hy-Vee branded item you have in your house.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's not a bad little deal, right?
That is a great deal. Maybe I'll win something one of these days. One of these days.
You're a winner in my book.
I appreciate that. We'll grab a break. We'll come back to Paul Johnson Field. It's a 5-minute halftime. The score is Centerville 8 and Albia 6. 2 unbeaten. Something's got to give tonight.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. Options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1980.
They don't build cars like they used to. They don't repair them used to either. Today's vehicles continue to be lightweight materials and safety features like zones and airbags that protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires training. KO Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standard. As a gold class, when you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold class trained repair professionals. RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville. Or call them at 641-856-2500.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision shop, smart choice for your family to choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them 641-856-2500.
Well, the Albia Blue Demons will have to start the second half as the halftime comes to a conclusion. Centerville leads at 8-6, and it's been a whole lot of Brady Kosrich on the offensive side for Centerville, including a touchdown pass into Miles. Brady Clark hit tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. This is talked about. This is going to be a dog fight. You know, one score. Better. Second half.
Roster, the guys tonight, Kellen Johnson, Peyton Bells, defensively tonight. Well, Merrick Matthews, Lewis Williams, Catfield, Tiago Burton, Brent Gottman, Briar Dory, Reese Sells, Nick Jewett, Larry, Hunter, Drennan Eddy, Logan Brady Clark, Ryan Currington are all guys we can see on the field tonight for this undefeated big team as they try to hold a season. The Albia Blue Demons, who are also undefeated. Albia 5-0 on the year. Their season ends tonight, whereas they go on Monday. They put a little extra time on for some jumping jacks and a little extra up. But Josh, again, you know, when you look at schools, they are going to have some time.
So this is in the future. Really dominant. The competition is going to be a game.
So, being at 8-6,